My name is Felicia J. Seelan, and I'll be discussing biogas, a biofuel that'll be a step towards the future. Biofuel itself is a renewable energy source derived from living matter, such as plant, algae, microbial, and animal materials. Biomass is converted directly into liquid fuels that can meet transportation fuel needs and is thereby termed biofuel. Biogas is one type of biofuel and is specified in the name as a gaseous fuel. Biogas is produced when biomass goes through anaerobic digestion, which means it is broken down in an oxygen-free environment. Anaerobic digestion is a natural process, but it can be controlled and optimized using an anaerobic digester, which captures the released gas. This process is controlled in various food waste facilities, landfills, manure management systems, and wastewater treatment facilities. Anaerobic digestion is a process of anaerobic fermentation, as this process occurs in environments absent of oxygen. Aerobic respiration is not possible, and therefore anaerobic respiration occurs. The captured biogas can be used to produce heat and electricity with no alterations. However, when altered, it can be converted into biomethane, which is a renewable natural gas which can be used as vehicle fuel. Biogas itself is composed of 50 to 70% methane, 30 to 40% carbon dioxide, and trace amounts of other gases. Biogas is currently available for use, but not at full capacity. The United States itself currently has around 2,200 operating biogas systems, which may seem like a lot until you consider that this is less than 20% of its potential in the US, as the US is capable of adding over 13,500 more of these systems. When biogas is refined and the traces of gases other than methane are removed, it becomes a renewable natural gas called biomethane. This can be used interchangeably with traditional natural gas and even injected into already existing natural gas grids and pipelines. Biogas has been thoroughly researched and it is accessible. However, it has yet to be utilized to its full capabilities. Biogas can lower the amount of carbon dioxide emissions from its current state. Biogas itself doesn't take away from the carbon dioxide in the atmosphere. However, it does not add any extra greenhouse gas emissions, thereby improving the carbon footprint. Biogas can be used through combustion, similar to natural gas, which does produce carbon dioxide. However, there's no net increase in atmospheric carbon dioxide, as the amount released during combustion is equal to that of which was fixed by the organic matter. Biogas has been found to have the potential of reducing life cycle greenhouse gas emissions by up to 90% compared with fossil fuel use, having an overall beneficial effect on the carbon footprint. Biogas production is very economically beneficial. Since the production occurs through anaerobic digestion, it uses less energy than aerobic processes when treating the waste. It also produces fewer biosolids, which decreases the cost associated with transporting or destroying these solids. The biogas produced can also be used in the same facility it was produced in, offsetting the gas and electricity costs. The process has low operating costs, a small construction footprint, and a production of immediately usable energy, proving overall very economically beneficial. Although biogas has benefits, it does require an initial investment towards the facility, as well as the source of biomass. This makes it more easily justified in developed countries than developing ones. In 2014, the US government created a biogas opportunities roadmap that was used to highlight the different voluntary actions that could be taken to reduce methane emissions using biogas systems. This included the US Department of Agriculture, the Department of Energy, and the US Environmental Protection Agency promoting biogas use and creating a larger awareness of biogas through their own programs. One of these programs is called AgStar and is a collaborative project between the EPA and the USDA that promotes biogas use by sharing information, providing resources, and having various projects and opportunities. Another is the EPA's Landfill Methane Outreach Program, which encourages the waste industry to recover the generated biogas and facilitates partnerships and provides aid for communities and landfill owners to be able to do so. From the data I've seen, biogas seems to be a good way to reduce the effect of fossil fuels while still providing a reliable and efficient source of energy. It does not reduce the greenhouse gases currently in the environment, but it acts as a fuel source without adding more. It also is economically beneficial in the long run, and since it has been thoroughly researched and its uses are well known, it'll be able to run without many problems. It should prove a very good renewable source of energy, and by focusing on utilizing this process to its fullest potential, it should be able to provide jobs and a fuel source. Without funding being an obstacle, the first step would be to provide incentives to owners of landfills and wastewater and manure management systems to utilize the biogas. Biogas is naturally created in these environments, and many of these facilities even have the anaerobic digester, but they haven't been used to capture the biogas and reuse it. The next step would be to create more biogas systems. There are wastewater and manure management facilities in each country as well as landfills, so by being able to create the biogas system in at least the largest of these in each country, the benefits of the system and biogas would reveal themselves. This would then encourage many to put down an initial investment for the long-term benefits. This is my works cited. Thank you for listening.